Alrighty, folks, here we are, Brands Hatch. I am in a 16-car race online with I don't know how many other people. I think 16 or 17 total. So, anyways, I ended up jumping on the server thinking they were just going to do a practice, and I got maybe 2 or 3 laps around Brands Hatch, and it was a GT3 class group. And before I know it, I'm on the starting grid, and we're racing. So I started off second to last, and jumping into the race, it was a shitty start, as you could see, and I just decided to kind of hang back and get used to the track. I've been practicing on another track, so I wouldn't say I've forgotten Brands Hatch, but I didn't get any practice laps on it. So I just kind of said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and drive the best I can, and it will come back, and we'll see if I can't, maybe get a top 10 if I'm lucky. So good thing is I started off, I think, 15th, and I ended up finishing 5th in this race. A lot of it was just due to, the battles going on with other people, and they were wrecking the shit out of each other and destroying their cars. So here it is. You're seeing my onboard camera. So. I think it was a 6-lap race too, so. I was trying to get the track to come back to me because about a week and a half ago I made a couple of videos on Brands Hatch. And I had a lot of laps around the track, and I've been driving Road America and a couple other tracks, and I started driving in this race, and I was telling myself, okay, come on, this track creeps, just let it come back to you, try to stay relaxed, but as you can see, I'm missing shifts, I'm off my line, missing apex, I'm nervous, and you always get like that when not everybody gets nervous, but I get nervous when I join these multiplayer races for a few laps until I'm settled in. So this driver in front of me is driving that BMW, and he was faster around the track, but he made a few mistakes, and as you're going to see, I'm able to get by him, and then I believe he actually crashes out, which you'll see, I think, second to the last lap. So I thought I was going to get him here, but he got the car turned back and got on the beans, and this is it. We're going for it. So initially, that car that was stuck on the grid, I thought he was going to crash into, but because it was a vehicle that just was left on the grid, I guess maybe the game's designed so that we don't run into it, because as you'll see here on one of my laps, I drive right into it, unless maybe it already showed it. I don't know. Anyways, this guy's all over me, and his car's got some frontal damage. You can see that a little bit, but he's trying to get around me. He bumped into me there, and basically he got the worst of that encounter. So I'm just trying to take a deep breath and relax. So what else is going on? I guess today is May 14th, 2017. It's Mother's Day. And unfortunately, I didn't see my mother because she's been gone since 2005. And even if she was here, I probably wouldn't see her because she'd probably be down south or something. So my daughters, I didn't see either one of them. And of course, they're both mothers, but it just didn't, it just didn't happen. And that's just how things are sometimes. So anyways, hopefully they had a good Mother's Day and doing whatever they're doing. Getting sloppy right here. See where that BMW just in my rear view, he just went off the track. I don't know what, I'm trying to think if he destroy this car or not, but it's hard to tell. Anyways, I'm focused on this guy in front of me. Initially, I thought this car in front of me was a Cadillac, but I believe it turned out to be what the hell was it? Maybe a Corvette. I can't remember. So, anyways, what else is going on? Well, the weather's been horrible the last few days. 5 or 6 days we haven't seen any sun. It's been cold. It's been raining, and it just hasn't been much of a mid-May. The other thing that's going on is I'm trying to figure out if it's time for me to move. And I have been doing an awful lot of thinking about it for probably 6 months. But for the last few weeks, it's really been itching my backside. And I've got a few places that I'm interested in going. I've gotten to a point now to where part of me just wants to experience something new, you know, some new environment, new cultures maybe, and just maybe, you know, a change for myself a little bit, you know. It's not really where you live, it's how you live. I believe in that, but it doesn't hurt. I've just kind of sat around here kind of waiting for a few things that I thought might have manifested over time, but they didn't, and I don't regret waiting, but I think on the other hand, a part of me says, you know, maybe it's time for you to experience, you know, some new things. I've been here a long time, since I got out of the service. I was kind of born and raised in New England, not 100%, but I did spend quite a bit of time here. And it is a beautiful place. It's expensive. People aren't that friendly. It has pros and cons. It has a beautiful coastal region, and it has, you know, a lot of nice parks, and you know, there's a lot to do. But on the other hand, there's other things that I don't like about it, and there's some other places I'd like to see that are, you know, I've never lived, and I would like to just, you know, maybe spend some time. I'm not sure, you know, you start getting older, it's like, how many times do you want to move, you know? So I guess I'm gonna have to think about it some more, and maybe I'll come to a conclusion, hopefully before midsummer, and I might be able to make something happen. So here we are, we're getting down towards the end of the race. I've gone from 15th to, I think I'm in 5th right now, and I'm hoping to catch these two cars in front of me, but I don't think it's going to happen. It was pretty close, but when I finally was in striking distance, the race was over, and I believe it's going to be over here very shortly. Just maybe the last lap. Yeah, I felt like on these laps I was starting to get a little bit smoother, you know. Shifting was better, my lines were a little bit better, but of course it was too late by then. So yeah, so I've got this Audi, and I don't know if this is another Beamer in front of me, but this was it. This was, oh, maybe it's two Audis, or this is an Audi or something else. I just couldn't get close to either one of them. This was as close as I got to them. And this is pretty much, the race is over now. And that was it. So anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. So from 15th to 5th place, and of course, I didn't even get 5 laps for a warm-up. So I hope you guys are doing well out there and taking care of yourself. And we'll talk to you soon. By the way, that is an Audi in front of me, and an Aston Martin, I believe, is between him and I. So couldn't catch these guys. So fun race though, and it's the first time I've done this well, going from you know, back of the pack to 5th place. So I was pretty happy with it. Take care, folks. Bye.